So now our FMC is up. We need to go to the license, smart license, and you will find a mode which says evaluation mode. Remember, this is only applicable if you do not have a license. If you have a license, you need to import the license, or you need to activate those licenses for your FMC online. Now Cisco has a new mode of issuing licenses. Okay, look at this. This is the evaluation mode. Click on it. It will give you an informatory message of 90 days period, which is basically what I have already mentioned. So click on yes. Look at the green tick here, 89 days. Basically 1 day is already consumed for today. And these are the features which are enabled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 features. With the evaluation mode, we can work on these licenses, which is base, malware, threat, URL, AnyConnect, AnyConnect Plus, Apex, and VPN. So AnyConnect would be the RA VPN. We have certain limitations for RA VPN in the virtualization, but we'll see how we can perform that even. So basically, this is what we have to do when the first boot occurs. We need not to register right now. No need. Okay, now the very first thing we are looking at is to add the FTD under FMC. For that, we need to go to devices, and under devices, we have device management. So go to devices, click on management. Here, you will find a tab which says add. Devices, high availability, stack, and group. These terms are quite self-explanatory, but let me just give you a brief. If we are talking about a single device, just click on device and add the details what FMC asks you for. High availability, like if we have 2 devices which we need to be in high availability mode, we can push all the policies from here, and for that we need to go to high availability. Stacking is again a kind of a group, but still stacking is different because it gives you an increased throughput, but grouping is something different. So these are the basic. Since it is a level 1, I'll be just going with the device. And here we need to mention the IP address of FTD 192.168.45.100. Now, how you verify the IP address on the CLI? We will also have a look of it. Registration key, welcome 123. Access control policy. This is a policy which we need to have to register the device. So let's say access. Default action, I'll be opting for block all traffic, which can be changed afterwards. But for now, let's go with block all traffic. But that doesn't mean it will stop the traffic between FTD and FMC. It will still allow the traffic converging between these 2 devices. So access policies there. Now we have smart licensing features. Here you will find only 3 features, not the VPN, because that is altogether different. So just enable them. And NAT ID. So NAT ID is when we have to integrate an FTD across the domain, or you can say when one of our FTD is on the far end.
Sorry, sir. So
yes,
in
please.
here, smart licensing, why is not a VPN?
I'm sorry, come again.
Sir, in the smart licensing, why is not VPN here?
Because when we talk about the initial configuration policies,
yeah.
Okay, for that I need to tell you a little bit about access control policy. So access control policy is a kind of a package, right?
Yes.
And that
Yes, sir.
package will be same for all the FTDs which you will be adding under this access policy, right? So if you
Yes.
enable all those features, I mean, VPN setup would be different for every FTD. You know, the
Yes.
IP
Okay.
addressing, the public addresses would be different, right? For all the FTDs.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
So that is the reason you cannot generalize it here,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That is
Okay,
one
sir.
of the reason. We have many other reasons which we will be talking about a few minutes later, right?
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
But malware threat and URL filtering is something which you can uh, easily change upon, and you can do the alternate alter basically with the configuration. So
Yes. Yes.
these three features are enabled here: malware threat, URL filtering. I was discussing about the NAT ID, and NAT ID is the ID which we require when we have to integrate the FTD to one of the remote FMC, and there is an internet cloud in between.
Okay.
Let me give you an example here. So this is the internet cloud, right? Right now in our setup, behind this cloud, we have FMC and FTD here. But imagine a situation wherein you have FTD across this internet cloud. So that is the different network basically, but we want to keep it under same administrative control. So in that case, you do not need to have another FMC deployed there. You can just have an FTD, and you can integrate that FTD, which is across the cloud, to this very same FMC, which is sitting here. In that type of scenarios, we need to have a NAT ID mentioned. So we will utilize this tab when we do such kind of integrations. For now, we not need it. Go for register. Once it is registered, we're going to verify what are the changes you look on you observe on FTD with the show managers command. If you see right now, we have a difference coming up. It is now talking about the type, host, registration pending. One thing to keep in mind, we actually need to be a little bit more patient while working on these devices. They might consume a little bit more time here. Okay, now we have this pop-up window which says registration started. So this is where the registration has started. It's not completed yet. It is just saying communication has been established, FTD discovery. So this is what the access policy does. If we do not put the access policy here, we cannot register. It says discovery is in progress. What are the changes here? Hey, Henry, you look at the screen. It says pending, from pending to completed, right? Yeah, I'm on the headphone with you. Like, yeah, I'm with you. Just give me a hands on whenever you have any question or anything to ask me about. All right, just give me a hands on. That's it.